why going on more dates won't help you find your person. Okay, hear that again. So many of you guys are like, oh my gosh, 2026, I am going to put myself out there more. And everyone's probably telling you, this is your year and go out there and put yourself out there. And I need you to hear that this is a huge misstep and why it is and what you can do instead. Okay. And thank you for listening to this podcast with an open heart, open mind. You have a growth mindset. Obviously, you're here, right? And so I know that you're bombarded with 3 million people putting pressure on you and you putting pressure on you, right? You're like, okay, maybe you went through 2025 not finding your person, not finding love, and you're seeing everybody else, and you went through the holidays. And so the last thing I want you to do is set yourself up for failure, okay? And I really feel that I'm on your path to create space to receive your person. And so, yeah, I don't want you to lock yourself up in the room and expect love to find you. Definitely not. But when you're going out there, putting yourself, quotation, right? Put yourself out there. Where? Yeah, on all the apps, slow down, be intentional. Don't just do 3 million things. And why? Because you will get burnt out. You will get exhausted. You will lose hope. You'll be like, what's going on? Why do I keep trying and I am not finding it? And you're going to give up. You're like, fuck it. I'm not going to, it's not for me. And you'll create a story. I've done everything. I've tried everything and I just don't find it. Okay. And so going on more dates is not going to help you find your person. So what really is? Stop doing all the things. Reflect on what has not worked for you. Why hasn't it worked for you? And be really reflective, reflect on that. I think a lot of people, we're just go, go, go. We're always freaking on autopilot and we're not stopping. I got so clear in my life, so crystal clear when I would go on a retreat, when I would leave the country. And I know that right now, especially in the United States, so much is happening right now. And I know that it's hard to turn it off. And so if your heart deep down wants to find love and find your person, I don't want you to keep doing all the things you've been doing. Okay. And that means, by the way, oh my gosh, let me try a different app. No, the app isn't the problem. The way that you are using the app is the problem. And what do I mean by that? The way that you have, if you've tried the apps and you haven't found love on the apps, okay? And that's something that I see with my clients. So many of my clients come into my world and they actually hate the apps, for example, right? And then I'll offer my perspective. I will offer my approach, which is completely different. And it's just from a clean lens. The way that you've been navigating your life, for example, it's your lens is cracked. You can't see clearly. You might be subconsciously attracted to the wrong people. You're like, oh my God, that guy is so hot. And guess what? He might be a douchebag like your ex or something like that, right? And so what I want you to do instead of going on more dates and going on more apps and doing all the things is slow down, stop, and reflect and think about what about you is perhaps something that you can shift. Are you perhaps always going for the same type? That's one thing you could ask yourself. Okay, number 2, are you always finding yourself attracting guys that are not emotionally available or guys that don't want to commit? That is something where if you keep seeing it, it's not because all men in this world are not emotionally available, right? They're not. That's not the case. There's something going on within you. Perhaps are you not emotionally available? Is something going on with you that maybe you are protecting your heart and you're scared to really find a connection? Maybe you feel insecure about certain things. And it might be safer for you to keep attracting these guys that won't go anywhere. This is where I just want you to stop and reflect and ask these questions. Truly just journal about it. Take out a journal, and if any of these questions have resonated with you and you're like, oh shit, okay, good question, let me think about it. This is where you can do that inner work and see, okay, I always do this. I always am feeling this type of way. Maybe you don't feel good enough. Maybe you're judging yourself. I can't put myself, I don't fully put myself out there because I'm not at the perfect weight. I'm not at the perfect this. I have a breakout. Like, you're judging yourself. At the end of the day, there's so many thoughts that I have seen my clients have over and over again. And I used to do the same thing. Before I found my husband, right? I was in a cycle of relationships that went nowhere, that would drain me. They were losers. I was going for the potential. There was things that I caught about myself that I kept doing, right? If I just kept putting myself out there and let's go on more dates, I would have just gotten exhausted. I would have given up. Instead of putting myself out there and going on more dates like I was doing, and I kept finding myself a loser after loser or guys that wouldn't show up for me or make me a priority, I stopped. Like I literally stopped going on dates. And I was like, let me get crystal clear on me and why do I keep doing this? And why am I always stuck in this? And listen, this isn't easy. It's actually sometimes it's easier to say, all men are assholes. All men, no one's available out there. Like screw it. I don't need a guy and yada yada. And that's bullshit. And I want you to call bullshit on yourself and say, wait a second, what is your part here? And let me tell you how empowering that is. It is such an empowering moment. And I want you to have that for yourself. And I want you to have that opportunity. And so, yeah, you're listening to me and you're like, wait, isn't going on more dates the answer? Like, no, I want you to go on dates. I want you to put yourself out there, but don't keep putting yourself out there the same way you've been doing it. Try something different. Try a different approach. This is truly why my clients come to me and they're like, okay, I give up the way that I'm doing shit. Like, be the light on my path and guide me and teach me a different way. Okay. And so here you are listening with an open mind, growth mindset. Yes. And I'm telling you, don't keep doing all the things. Stop and reflect and call yourself out. So when you go on the app again, right? When you go on the app again, make sure you're doing it differently. And I'll do another episode about how that would look like. Okay, for you when you're doing online dating. Or if you're like, I hate online dating, you're actually wrong. You're actually wrong because online dating, so many of my clients have found love online. Truly. Like 50% of the clients of mine that have found love have found their person online. And so I love that tool. It's such a powerful tool. So if you have a thought of like, I'll never do it, that's step one. You're wrong. Like I'm telling you, you're in your own way. That's a limiting belief. How are you feeling hearing that? This is a moment for you to reflect and say, oh my God, I don't like this. I don't if you're feeling a little type of way, about apps, this is limiting you from receiving the love that God, universe wants for you. You don't know if that person is coming through by apps, via apps. So I just feel like this is a moment for you. It's a beautiful time. It's a new year. It's just begun. I want you to set yourself up for success. I want you to freaking find me on Instagram, the Jackie Lauren, DM me, or write on my YouTube channel. Be like, fuck yes, Jackie. Oh my gosh. I stopped doing just going on that hamster wheel. I stopped doing all the things. I stopped putting myself out there. Part of the story that you're saying is like, I did all the things, I'm doing all the things and nothing works and I'm just meant to die alone. And I don't believe that for you. If you're listening to Crazy Love or Nothing podcast, I am a love and dating coach. I'm living this happily ever after. I am on your path for a reason to help you find your person. You deeply want to find that person. That person exists. If you have a desire for it, it exists. And I want you to find that person, but you don't have to be hunting them down, doing all the things you've been doing. I want you to slow down, become so intentional and clear and say, wait, why hasn't it worked? What is it about you? How are you showing up? And what is missing? And what can you shift? And if you want help with this, I'm dropping a link in the show notes. You can get on a call with me. If you're truly like, fuck it, I don't even want to do this work by myself. and honestly, I'm that type of person too. I like speeding things up. So I'll drop a link and you can actually get on a call with me and see, oh my God, maybe coaching is the right thing for me. Okay. Podcast is powerful, but it's hard to sometimes to implement on your own. And I get that. I understand that. Okay. So I'll drop the link there for you for anyone that's really yes, like let's go. But like I want you, if you actually want to give this a real try and be like, you know what, let me listen to this and let me try on my own, get a journal out, reflect, say what has been going on in your life. Why have you been single for X amount of time? What type of guys have you been dating? Why do you're attracting these type of guys? Can you challenge your thoughts that you're having? All the guys are not emotionally available. Are you emotionally available? Ask these questions. Tell me what you come up with. And after you feel like, oh shit, like it has to be like an aha moment. It has to be like, yes, I feel that in my bones that I've been in my way, or I have made up stories that aren't actually true. Then and only then will I want you to go out there, put yourself out there and really give that person a shot and a chance, or go swipe with intention and really do that. I am so rooting for you. I believe I have that unwavering faith for like all of my clients, for anyone that's on my path. When I meet you and I'm talking to you, I hold that for you. I hold that vision for you. I don't want you to give up on your person. But that means I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not going to be like, yeah, keep doing everything you're doing. Everything's perfect. I'm like, no, bullshit. I had to change. I had to change within deeply to attract my high quality, amazing freaking husband. I had to do that. And so that is what's coming for you. An amazing partner, right? But something within you has to change. And are you willing to? Sending you so much love. And remember, it has to be crazy love or nothing. Until next time, thank you.